This is Alan Bush with the Daily Financial Forecast for Wednesday, June 29th. Stock index futures showing a bit of a bounce this after Fed Chair Powell, in his speech at the European Economic Forum earlier this morning, when he indicated that there is a risk that the Fed could over-tighten, but overall his comments seem to be relatively evenly balanced. Since then, we have seen a move back to about unchanged on the day. Also, we did have the GDP. This is the third estimate of the first quarter GDP, coming in down 1.6%. That's against the estimate of down 1.4%. The fundamentals and the technicals appear to be improving a little bit for stock index futures, and we are now currently above some downtrend lines. And in the currency markets, the dollar index advancing as interest rate differential expectations remain favorable. So even though the Fed may be less hawkish later this year, the Fed is still likely to be raising rates at a faster clip than other central banks, so that would be supportive to the dollar index. So look for higher in the index longer term. And in the currency markets, another thing to mention there is the Japanese yen will probably work lower longer term as the Bank of Japan remains still very accommodative. Interest rate futures markets seeing higher prices, especially at the long end of the curve. It now appears that the Fed may be backing off a little bit, or at least the probabilities that the Fed may not be raising rates by 75 basis points at the next meeting has diminished somewhat. Now only 82% of that happening. Just a couple of days ago, it was around 94% probability. Also, the fundamentals and technicals still seem to be favorable now, especially at the long end of the curve. So any breaks should be used as buying opportunities in the interest rate market futures. So good trading, everyone. Once again, remember, these are my opinions alone and are not the opinions of ADMIS or ADM.